A busy road like this is a lifeline for people in a city. It is also potentially life-threatening. Road accidents and traffic horror stories have become part and parcel of our existence. We talk about them, we worry about them, but are we doing enough to make sure that people don't lose their lives simply by being on a road or traveling by road? Transport is important, moving about is essential, but so is safety and so is protocol. Today we examine an innovation that has the potential to bring traffic fatalities down to Shunya. More than 231,000 people are killed in road traffic accidents in India every year. 50% of accident victims are pedestrians, cyclists and motorcyclists. 95% of accident victims do not receive timely medical care in the critical moments after an injury.
If you're driving at a speed, there is always a chance of a head injury, and that is what is fatal. You need to be there within 10 to 15 minutes. If you don't, minor injuries become serious injuries become fatal injuries.
Aiming to encourage riders to wear helmets and also reduce the gap for critical care in case of an accident is this committed startup, Technoplanet, incubated at the Manav Rachna International University in Faridabad.
What made us think of it is the fact that we believe that most uncoolest things with the third of technology can be converted into coolest ones. Safety and wearing helmets specifically are considered to be really uncool according to Indian mindsets. So that's the thing we are trying to change. We are trying to add a few more reasons for the riders to wear a helmet.
A rider himself, Mohit Behel, the brain behind the startup, is ironing out the chinks before this prototype hits the roads in India. Mohit, how does the smart skull work? Walk us through each step of it.
Fine. So firstly, when the rider has to put on the helmet, firstly he has to switch on the device. Fine. So once the device is switched on, now we have the application in the phone. Fine. So you just need to connect the smart skull with that application. So when I'll press the button, so it's get connected now. Fine. So I'd also inserted 3 emergency numbers in the application, like here. Fine. And now, if I had met with an accident, fine, the helmet is going to sense all the possible scenarios in an accident. Like now it has received an alert. So now it gives a 10 seconds prompt to the user. So if no response has been received by the application, it sends the alert to those 3 emergency contact numbers plus the emergency responder.
I wanted to get a sense from you on how the smart skull decides that this is worth an alert. How does the smart skull behave almost in response to an accident-like situation?
So basically there are 2 criteria. One is the occurrence of an accident, but not an head impact. Fine. So in that case, it basically senses the orientation of the head of the rider. So if I met with an accident, basically I'll fall down. And in that case, there are certain orientations of my head, fine, like this or that. So it sends the alert in that case. Another case is that when it receives an impact, fine. So in that case also it sends the alert.
The Smart Skull application rests on the bedrock of Rescue Life, which is a complete emergency life support system on a mobile phone.
Your relative has met with an accident. Please check your inbox for details or continue with the call.
And according to the Technoplanet team, this innovation in action could mean the difference between life and death. What is the potential impact of the smart skull according to you?
See, in India, the expected time of an ambulance to reach is 10 minutes, but only 10 to 15% of those ambulances are able to reach on time. So this innovation has the power to bring that time maximum to 10 minutes. See, so we are reducing the time to convey the information. So the information of an accident is conveyed in seconds, and also if there is an emergency responder available in 5 kilometers of the area, then he'll be able to reach the emergency location in 10 minutes.
Aiming for zero road accident fatalities, the Smart Skull could potentially be a lifesaver for many riders in India. This is the part of Shunya quest for zero. How would you apply the concept of Shunya to the Smart Skull?
See, this innovation is done to really bring the delay in reporting an emergency to zero. And this is how we are trying to reduce the road fatalities to Shunya.
On congested roads in India, this application could indeed be a game changer.